The first few days you getting acclimated, you coming out, getting acclimated to the heat, to your teammates. You got a few new faces, but for the most part, everybody pretty familiar with each other. So everything's going pretty smooth right now.
How different is it being in this facility? Just talk about how much improvement it is from the past year.
Yeah, this is a much more professional facility as you can see. It feels good out here. The grass feels good. The turf, the all the amenities and everything is just top tier. So it feels good to just be treated like a pro. Which I'm not saying we weren't, but definitely feels good to have all this at our fingertips.
How has it been for you since last year? It seemed like that was your best season of your career. And just so, what do you want to build on? What do you want to improve on from last season?
Just staying consistent. Just continue to come out here and prove that I can do that game in and game out. I've been training and working and really, putting my best foot forward so I could be able to do that for my team in any given situation.
Did you do anything different this offseason to get ready than you would have maybe in the past? Or?
I would just say probably like more conditioning, just so that when it's late in that fourth quarter and everybody tired, like my mindset is to be the last man standing. So if I can look as good as I did on the first play, then that's all I would need.
I wanted to ask you about two young guys going into their third year, Tyson and Cisco. Just what have you seen out of them this offseason, and really just as you spent time with them going into your third year in Jacksonville?
Just true professionals, man. They always want to get better. They always asking questions, and they're not afraid to come and ask questions. They're both really good players. So sometimes players that are that good, they seem like, they tend to kind of feel like they can do stuff on their own, but they still come to the older guys like me and D Will and just really continue to keep that open ear.
Yo, my bad if you've been asking, sorry. How much more comfortable are y'all in Mike Caldwell's defense going into your second year with him?
Yeah, really comfortable. It's always good to come back into a scheme or situation that is familiar. So I know when I was with the Chargers, we were in the same scheme for all 4 years, and that really played to my benefit. And I feel like the same thing could happen here as well. Last year, we were just getting familiar with, the play calls, the coaches, and everything like that. But now we know the things that can beat us. We know what plays to our advantage and what plays to our disadvantages. So it's always good to come back to a familiar scheme.
A ton of turnovers last year. How do you make sure that continues into the season?
Just like Bob Sutton always say, you move towards your most dominant thought. So it constantly has to just be on your minds. When you're out here on this practice field, you got to be thinking about the turnovers. You can't just go through the motions and just, hey, let's get through practice today. It's, hey, I got to take the ball away. So.
Rayshawn, how good is the communication with these guys coming back? You guys have all played together now a bit in that secondary.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Just like I just said, it's great. We got the same faces coming back. So, we're familiar with being around each other. Our lockers are literally right next to each other. So anything, even if we miss something out here, we can go back into the locker room and talk about whatever we need to talk about. And our coaches always make sure that we understand our assignment no matter what.
I know it's early, but do you see anything immediately different or better from guys like Trayvon and Devin going into year two?
This just look way more comfortable. A lot of the thinking is out of the game. They're just playing because just like I said, we're coming back into a familiar situation, so they don't have to do too much thinking. They can just come out here and kind of just go off what they were doing last year, but even better now because they understand just a lot more stuff.
People outside this team know about the offense. What do you guys want to show as a defense?
Man, that we're a top 5 defense in the league, and that's just real. I feel like we put some good things on film last year, but this year is about being more consistent. We had some highs, we had some lows, but I don't want to fall 2-7 like we did last year. Just come out here and not play behind the 8 ball. Let's just get things going early and have people have to catch up to us.
Are you a top 5 defense?
Absolutely.
Tyson said this offseason he feels like people around the league still aren't giving you guys the respect that you probably deserve. Do you feel the same way?
It's all good. It just keeps that chip on our shoulder, and then that just gives us more. Just another thing to come out here and just work at. People the critics want to say how we're not this and not that. I don't even think we had any accolades on defense last year, but it's just another thing to keep working towards, and we'll get it.
Talk about the
terms of study? If you've been taking him under your wing or anything like that?
Yeah, absolutely. He comes and asks me, if I'm out here, he sees something well or anything, he'll come up to me and be like, "Hey, Jinx, what did you see that play?" And I'll break down the entire thought process to him because I want them to be able to learn earlier than I did. I didn't feel like I started like learning the game until maybe like year 3. And these guys are at an advantage in my opinion because they really have vets that will really teach them step by step their thought process, the game, being situational, things like that. And he's just really eager to learn. Good kid. All right, thank you.